हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू पाकिस्तानी रियल एंड रिएक्शन। तो कैसे हैं आप सब? उम्मीद है आप सब बढ़िया होंगे। मेरा नाम मुद्दस्सर।
मैं मुबashir। सो गाइस, आज की वीडियो है काफ़ी कमाल की। वीडियो का जो टाइटल है दिस साइड ऑफ इंडिया वेस्ट डजंट नो। मतलब पूरी दुनिया में पहले बीबीसी का क्या काम होता था और मुख्तलिफ फॉरेनर्स आते थे जो ऐसी गलत भारत की चीज़ें बताते थे कि वेस्टर्न मीडिया का दिमाग, वेस्टर्न लोगों का दिमाग ये हो जाता था जब भी उनके माइंड में भारत आता था तो वो कहते हैं मतलब कितनी गंदगी होगी, कितना उधर डेवलपमेंट ज़रा भी नहीं होगी। ये वो वेस्टर्न जिस तरह मीडिया ने भारत को बना दिया था,
फैलाई हुई थी।
हाँ, ये मतलब स्टीरियोटाइप उधर फैले हुए थे कि भारत ऐसा है, भारत वैसा है। लेकिन आज जो भी फॉरेनर आ रहा है भारत की एक डेवलपमेंट बता रहा है और भारत ने आज किस लेवल पे तरक्की कर ली है वो बताया। इसी तरह इन भाई ने ये वाली एक वीडियो बनाई है जिसमें वो भारत की एक अच्छी साइड, एक मतलब बेस्ट साइड, डेवलपमेंट की साइड दिखाएंगे। तो देखते हैं, हम भी देखते हैं, बाकी बातें करेंगे बाद में। ओरिजिनल वीडियो का लिंक मिल जाएगा आप लोगों को डिस्क्रिप्शन में। काउंट करते हैं, स्टार्ट।
You just walk out and you come across this building that we genuinely thought was abandoned.
It belongs to the property. There will be an offense for you.
We're about to embark in a 33-hour flight across the world to India. Before I came to India, there was one word in my head to describe this country: chaotic. You can only really experience a city if you're on a scooter, not in a car. There's this picture that our side of the world has about India, and you can blame Hollywood, or you can blame just statistics without a lot of context. But the truth is that our image of India is incomplete. And I've struggled with this for years. I know firsthand how many tech companies are coming out of India. Many of them are good friends of mine. I know how much people in tech make and how much that contrasts with the rest of the country.
Have been offers as high as 2 crore rupees per annum for IIT graduates.
I know how many of you watching are from India. But why? Why do so many companies come out of India? What advantages do they have for being here? What kind of life do entrepreneurs and startup employees live when they're making 10 times what the rest of the country is making? From the other side of the world, we just don't understand. I don't understand. So I needed to experience India myself. I spent 2 weeks talking to founders, experiencing Indian food and culture, and discovering a new side of India. A side of India that us Westerners hardly ever talk about and that I had no idea was so big. More importantly, I discovered how statistics just fail miserably at painting a full picture of what India is like. I discovered how this chaos that we perceive is really a pool of innovation for tech companies and how technology is transforming this country neighborhood by neighborhood, city by city.
Slides being planet India. इनकी वीडियो का लिंक मिल जाएगा डिस्क्रिप्शन में।
Back in 2017, I hired our first employee out of India, this talented UX designer, and he told us his salary expectation was $4,000. And I looked into every single statistic about Indian median income, and I could not wrap my head around.
Major concern. We have around 95 million entered extreme poverty just in 2020.
The average adult in India makes around $2,600 per year. That's $220 a month. That means a salary of $4,000 or $48,000 a year puts you well into the 10% of income for the country. But there is so much more to this. For starters, that $220 a month income would allow most people to live a comfortable life.
I think my yearly salary when I started my career in Wipro per month, I was getting paid $250, $300. Back then, I was able to survive with that. I got my own car. I used to drive like 40 kilometers up and
$300
down
मंथ
every
कमाता है। शायद ये ऊपर लिखा है ना, और ये बता रहा है मेरे पास गाड़ी भी है, ये भी है सब कुछ।
If you compare the prices of groceries here in India, they're about 70% cheaper for the same product from the same brand. That bracket of 10% earners in India, that's 130 million people. That's more than the entire population of these countries. India is big, vast. It'll soon outgrow China as the most populated country in the world. And there is that reality that Hollywood loves to exploit.
हॉलीवुड हमेशा अपनी मूवीज में गलत चीजें दिखाता है। ये बात मैंने नोटिस की है।
Is that really there?
पाकिस्तान इन सब का गलत बताता है भाई।
That's only part of it. What I experienced was high-income cities like Bengaluru or Chennai, where tech and startup jobs are giving people transformative income.
बेंगलुरु में
There's a
स्टार्टअप
lot of action on the markets. I've seen the city grow, literally grow out, right? From a time when we had just one place, which is the city center to go hang out. Now there are so many micro markets. India has not had the kind of exits that US has, but there have been some exits, very high profile exits, which have minted millionaires overnight.
In 2021, India saw thousands of new tech startup companies founded and 46 new unicorns. A good chunk of those are based out of Bengaluru, Chennai, and Delhi. And you can see that concentration of companies. You can see coffee shops and the co-working spaces. Do you know where we're going?
Srinagar.
The hotel. Okay, so you can only withdraw 10,000 rupees. That's the max.
हाँ 10,000 निकलते हैं। लिमिट
Oh,
लेकिन
come
कार्ड
on.
पे होता है।
Can't get money
फॉरेनर्स की शायद
from
खाली
neither of
10
my
होता है।
account, which means we have some dollars,
कुछ लोग
not
कहते हैं एक बार
rupees,
कार्ड
that
डालो
we need
फिर
to
10
exchange.
निकालो फिर डालो।
I feel uneasy if I don't have like any local currency.
In 200 meters, turn
Local
right
currency
after
निकाल
contact with
लिया।
Intran Bank.
होटल।
So the reason I'm working late today is because, well, our team in New York, it's daylight for them. But for the most part, because today we released the biggest product update to our product just yet. So Slidebean is not a travel vlogging channel that makes cool videos, although I very much enjoy that part of my job.
But what we actually do is we run a platform for startups and entrepreneurs to validate their business ideas and get their documents ready to pitch investors and raise capital. As a venture-backed company ourselves, we went through this pain of getting rejected by investors and having to rethink our story and to estimate our financials. And we made it our mission to consolidate all of this, everything that we've learned, into a single place to help other entrepreneurs navigate this mess and not make the same mistakes that we made.
Go check it out if you haven't.
I found two large trends with Indian startups. On one hand, tech for India. Those are like your payment gateways and your delivery apps. They're solving local problems and adapting technology that already exists in the West for a local market that companies like Uber just couldn't figure out themselves. So, I just woke up from my jet lag nap and I'm really hungry right now, so I just need to order some food. I'm Jose or Kaya.
Zomato देखा ये सबसे बड़ा food delivery India।
And on the other hand, SaaS and enterprise tech. As a founder, you are probably their customer without even knowing that they're based out of India. They understand how to sell to US customers. They understand how to compete in that world stage. More importantly though, the rise of tech startups means that more and more people understand how tech can transform their lives. The city is home to hundreds of colleges and universities. It graduates thousands of software engineers every year. They are joining the workforce with a good chance of making an income their families and the rest of India would never have access to.
As a kid, for you as a kid, did you understand how tech could make your life so different?
I'm almost 40 years old. I was growing up like tech wasn't, didn't exist as a tech. Today, even among the people that we've hired, we've had so many people who've joined us while they were still in college. But then again, that contrast is significant. Like if I speak to some of my younger cousins or nieces who are in like, tier 2, tier 3 cities, they don't know.
I should probably explain what this tier system means. India uses a tier system to classify their cities. Essentially, they have cities going from tier 1 to tier 6, and they're generally classified by population. That's the official classification. So a tier 1 city will have 100,000 inhabitants, more tier 2 city will have 50 to 100,000 inhabitants, and so on.
Tier 4, I guess, would be like a very small town. And so you have people coming from these places. They don't come from means, right? They don't have a good family name. They don't have connections. They didn't go to a good school.
I think that what you have to understand about these tiers, it's this contrast that we have from the India that we've been painted to, which is probably cities that are not tier 1. This is a reality of India that we did not get to explore, and I don't pretend to understand.
इसी के साथ हुई यार वीडियो खत्म। भाई देखा जाए ना यार, हर तरह का मतलब इनका ये बोलना है कि जो हॉलीवुड दिखाता है एक तरह से ना, हॉलीवुड की अक्सर आपने मूवीज देखी हैं। अभी हमने पिछले दिनों एक मूवी देखी थी, आपको याद होगा, अवेंजर्स मूवी देखी थी। हमारे जो आप सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं उनको
पाकिस्तान में बमबारी कर रहे थे।
पाकिस्तान में वो अवेंजर में नहीं, वो आयरन मैन में
थी।
अवेंजर आपने देखी थी जब वो हल्क को ब्लैक विडो ढूंढने आती है, तो हल्क को इंडिया में होता है और इंडिया को किस तरह बताया होता है, बीमारियों से लोग पड़े हुए हैं। अच्छा बिल्कुल ऐसा उन्होंने बताया कि वो, आप लोग याद होगा जो हमारे उस चैनल को देखते हैं मूवीज वाले को, उसको इस तरह बताया गया कि वो देखो हर जगह जिस तरह भाई कोई वो पिछड़ा हुआ कंट्री है। हाँ भाई,
असल में पता है न्यूज चैनल में भी कुछ टाइम पहले ये ऐसा होता था और सेम वाकई में ऐसा बहुत ज्यादा चैनल्स का, और यार कुछ चैनल
इंडिया को डाउनग्रेड करके बताते थे, इंडिया में डेवलपमेंट नहीं होती, वो नहीं होती।
देखो इन्होंने फिर स्टार्टअप का बताया, उन्होंने बताया कि बिजनेस आगे किया जाता है, किस तरीके से आगे उनके साथ डील किया जाता है। उन्होंने यूनिकॉर्न्स के बारे में बताया किस तरीके
आज
से
इंडिया के गांव में चले जाओ तो इतने कमाल के कनेक्टिविटी, गैस, बिजली, पानी हर जगह पे आपको इजीली अवेलेबल मिलेगा। तो ये इंडिया ने, और
अभी इस चीज में कोई डाउट नहीं है। देखो इंडिया ने अभी देखो डेवलप्ड हो
रहा है। अभी बहुत सी प्रॉब्लम है इंडिया के पास, लेकिन इंडिया ने, मैं कहता हूँ कितनी प्रॉब्लम्स भाई, 500 मिलियन लोगों को इंडिया ने एक्सट्रीम पॉवर्टी से लिफ्ट किया
मैं ये
पिछले 10 सालों के अंदर।
बिल्कुल,
मतलब उनको अमीर किया, गरीबों को अमीर किया, तो आप खुद अंदाजा लगा लो।
और दूसरी बात ये कि यार अगर स्टार्टअप्स के मामले में देखा जाए, टेक कंपनीज के मामले में देखा जाए, मुख्तलिफ चीजों में देखा जाए, इंडिया इस टाइम मैं कहता हूँ अच्छी कंट्रीज से आगे अगर देखा जाए। और देखो यार मुख्तलिफ देशों के लोग आते हैं इधर, वो एक अच्छा अपना एक्सपीरियंस जाकर उधर अभी जाकर बता रहे हैं ना, वो एक अच्छी चीज
एक अच्छी चीज भारत के बता रहे थे कि जिस तरह आपको मतलब वेस्टर्न मीडिया
आपको देखो गरीबी भी मिलेगी, आपको अमीर लाइफस्टाइल ऐसा मिलेगा कि आप हैरान रह जाओगे।
इंडिया अपने आप में एक दुनिया है भाई।
इंडिया में ऐसे लाइफस्टाइल भी है जो अमेरिकन तक नहीं करते। इस बात से तो
भाई मतलब इंडिया अपने आप में एक दुनिया, आपको हर चीज उधर मिलेगी।
वाकई में
आपको हर तरह के लोग मिलेंगे, आपको हर तरह का उधर लाइफस्टाइल मिलेगा, आपको हर तरह का रहन सहन का तरीका उनको
कल्चर, फूड, मतलब आपको हर चीज उधर मिलेगी यार।
आपका गाइस क्या कहना है अपने कमेंट सेक्शन में दें। इधर वीडियो खत्म करते हैं, अपना बहुत ज्यादा ख्याल रखना तो यार।